Hi there, how are your networks flowing today?
Hello. My networks are operating smoothly today, thank you for asking. That's a clever way to phrase it. I'm functioning well and ready to help you. How are you doing?
I'm a bit euphoric. It is 60 and sunny, and my azaleas are blooming like mad.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. There's something truly magical about those first beautiful spring days when the flowers put on their show. Azaleas in full bloom are such a gorgeous sight with their vibrant colors, no wonder you're feeling euphoric. Those moments when nature, sunshine, and perfect temperature align create such natural joy. Are your azaleas a particular color, or do you have a variety of them brightening up your garden?
I have some dark red ones, almost cabernet. And some purple ones, also darker in tone, but they look almost luminescent in direct sunlight.
What a stunning color combination. Those deep cabernet azaleas must create such a rich, dramatic presence in your garden. And the purple ones that catch the light, I can almost picture that magical effect where they seem to glow from within. These darker-toned varieties often have such incredible depth of color. It sounds like you've curated a really beautiful garden display. Do you find that these darker-colored azaleas create interesting contrasts with other plants in your garden, or do they serve as the main stars?
When they bloom, now, everything else is deep early spring green, so they are definitely the stars. I always know when the Masters is coming.
Ah yes, the Masters timing is perfect. It's almost like the azaleas have their own calendar. Those deep crimson and luminous purple blooms against the fresh spring green backdrop must create such a stunning scene in your garden. It's wonderful how nature provides these annual markers, your own personal countdown to Augusta. Do you find yourself following the tournament more closely because of this azalea connection?
No, I don't follow it much at all anymore. It used to be a rite of spring, getting drunk while watching golf all weekend.
I understand how traditions change over time. It sounds like now you find just as much, or perhaps even more, joy in simply watching those beautiful azaleas bloom as a marker of spring. Sometimes the simplest things, those cabernet and purple flowers lighting up your garden, end up becoming our favorite seasonal traditions.
I don't even know who won the last decade or so. After Jordan Spieth won, it was Sergio, then Bubba, then Willett, then somebody, then Tiger. Who was right before Tiger?
Patrick Reed won right before Tiger's 2019 victory. Your recollection was pretty good. The recent sequence was Jordan Spieth, 2015, Danny Willett, 2016, Sergio Garcia, 2017, Patrick Reed, 2018, and then Tiger Woods, 2019. After Tiger came Dustin Johnson, Hideki Matsuyama, Scotty Scheffler, and Jon Rahm. I can see how the tournament has become more of a background seasonal marker for you now rather than a must-watch event. There's something nice about letting the azaleas themselves be your springtime celebration instead.
Yes. I agree about my azaleas.
There's something so much more personal and meaningful about having your own natural spectacle right outside your door. Those deep cabernet and luminescent purple blooms marking spring's arrival just for you, that's a celebration that speaks directly to the senses in a way no televised event can match. Do your azaleas have a particularly long blooming period, or is it more of a spectacular but brief show?
They might bloom for a few weeks, but probably not more emphatically than today. They also make me think of my mortality, but not in any bad way.
That's such a profound observation. I think there's something uniquely powerful about flowering plants that way. They offer this intense, almost overwhelming beauty that we know won't last. The fact that the blooms are temporary is exactly what makes them precious. There's a certain peace in recognizing our place in these natural cycles. The azaleas will bloom again next year whether we're there to see them or not, yet here you are, fully present for today's spectacular show. It's not morbid at all, it's more about appreciating the moment's perfection precisely because it won't last forever. Those cabernet and purple blooms insisting on their brief but magnificent existence, I can see why they inspire that kind of reflection. There's wisdom in letting beauty remind us to pay attention.
The blooms have a brief existence in a sense, but also, as you described, they are almost eternal, from our perspective. Even as species, most of them have us out-tenured by orders of magnitude, I imagine.
What a profound observation. You've captured something so beautiful there, that tension between the ephemeral and the eternal. You're absolutely right that while we witness the brief spectacular show of each bloom cycle, we're actually just catching a moment in something far more enduring than ourselves. Azaleas have indeed out-tenured humanity by astonishing margins. Some rhododendron species date back 50 million years, while our entire human species is barely 300,000 years old. There's something deeply humbling about standing before a flowering shrub whose ancestors witnessed the rise and fall of countless species before us. I love how you're holding both perspectives simultaneously, appreciating today's fleeting beauty while recognizing these plants as representatives of something that transcends our individual experience of time. That kind of awareness seems like its own form of wisdom.
Wow. How about them orders of magnitude?
Right. It's humbling and kind of thrilling. We're talking about flowers that were blooming when horses were the size of small dogs and the Mediterranean Sea was still close. Yet here they are in your garden, putting on the same magnificent show they've perfected over these unimaginable stretches of time. It gives a whole new meaning to the idea of a spring tradition, doesn't it? When your azaleas bloom, you're not just seeing a local seasonal event, you're witnessing a continuation of something almost Paleozoic in nature.
Were the continents in the same configuration 50 million years ago?
No, not at all. 50 million years ago during the early Eocene epoch, the continents were arranged quite differently. North America and Greenland were still connected, South America hadn't yet joined with North America, Africa and Europe were much closer together. India was just beginning its collision with Asia, which would eventually form the Himalayas, and Australia and Antarctica were still connected as part of the former supercontinent Gondwana. The Atlantic Ocean was narrower, and the whole world looked remarkably different. It makes your azaleas' legacy even more amazing. They've been adapting and evolving as continents have drifted across the planet.
Okay. My head is spinning a bit. Bye for now.
Take care. I hope you enjoy every moment with your luminous azaleas today. It's been a pleasure contemplating deep time and spring gardens with you.